I know, I've done it again. I said I wasn't buying handbags. Failed. You have a lot of explaining to do. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh, we got handbag content and we have a reveal. I know, I've done it again. I said I wasn't buying handbags. Failed. So it's not quite an unboxing, and I'll explain why as I go through. We have a reveal though, not being used, not being worn by me. Big hint there, we have a reveal. For those of you that haven't already, if you like luxury items, if you love handbags particularly, then I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Hey, give a thumbs down if you don't. You know, it all helps me to develop and grow and, you know, try and improve my content. Do you want to see? Before I show, I'm just going to say, you have a lot of explaining to do. So basically, this is my vintage KEEPALL 45 that I bought, that I just love. Yes, there's signs of wear. I haven't done anything to this Vachetta leather at all. I just cleaned up all the hardware, gave the canvas a once over, even though it was fine, made the zip all nice and shiny and eased it. But I just, you know when you just look at an item and you just go, yes, this is quality. This is what luxury should be. You pay a price. It's not just, I mean, it's partly about, a lot of it is about branding, and you do pay a lot of money for branding, particularly costume jewellery. Whole other topic there. But this proper old school vintage luxury, and I'd look at it and this nice thick canvas just puts a smile on my face. I'm trying to get rid of the creases from where it was being stored flat. Hopefully they'll drop out in time, I'm hoping. I've got a bag insert from Zoomoni inside, so hopefully that will also help. I may buy a bag pillow as well to help just maintain that proper structure. I've been looking on Etsy, but they're not that cheap for a decent one. Anyway. Oh, if anyone is interested in a Zoomoni insert, if you would like 20% off, I do have the discount code of Jojo Lux, so that gets you 20% off. It's always in my description box below. Anyway, that has led to this. I don't know if this is a clue. Put in the comment box below, what do you think this is? And is this brand? So I'm not like tricking you. Anyway, let's have a look. Ta-da! There we go. So this is the Ellipse PM, and this has, for those of you that are in the know, this has been relaunched by Louis Vuitton. But it's a little bit different to this. So the relaunch one, by the way, let's cover off that and then I'll tell you all about mine. The relaunch one has a zip compartment here on the front. And whenever I've looked at this bag, I've always thought that kind of lends itself to being a pocket. The new one does, but that obviously means that it does stick out a little bit there. And it also comes with a carry strap, and the pocket inside is a little bit different. That's it. Other than that, I think I believe the dimensions, if the dimensions aren't the same, then they're extremely similar, you know, they'll be minimal. But this is the Ellipse PM. It did originally come in other sizes as well, so you can go up, but this was the smallest. You can see it there. I'll do a full review another time. This is, like I say, a reveal. I bought this obviously pre-loved. Mine is from 2006, so it is one of the later ones. You can get them a lot older than that. But yeah, so we have the classic monogram canvas that you can see in lovely condition there. I also have spent some of today doing her up a little bit, and I'll talk you through that process as well, which that's why this is a reveal, not an unboxing. So that's what we have there. We've got these studs here, exactly the same. The bag is exactly the same front and back. Base, just as is. You can hear there's some structure to it. There's no feet, but you can see this bag is completely empty, and you can see there is some structure. Obviously you can squish it, and it was squished when it arrived. Not great, but that was due to poor packaging, and it just got squashed in transit. Luckily I opened it the day I received it and just popped it straight back out, so we're all right. So yeah, so that's all you've got basically. Handles flop down like so. It's a carry handle or crook in your arm type of bag ideally, but when you do flop the handles down, you can see that there are extra hooks. So on this side you can see this extra, like almost D-ring here, and then the same on the opposite, so that's here now, and then the same on the opposite side. So you can attach a shoulder strap should you wish, and I will demonstrate that for you. We have this nice double zip, which is nice and smooth and buttery now. And then if you open up it inside, nothing on that side, it's this like tough canvas. And then this side we have some branding, a little D-ring, and you can see there's a little pocket there. Now, couldn't put much in there. I guess I could put like if I'm travelling to, if I'm using this for work and I'm travelling in, I could pop like a little, my travel pass holder, that would fit in. I don't think my phone will. I've got the iPhone 13 Pro, the normal size, not the big one. Oh, well, just look at that. That popped in really nice and easily. So you could just pop your phone in. Obviously it's not completely covered, but it is just there if you want that for convenience, not to get caught up with everything. I don't know if that would stretch that pocket over time. Not sure. Anyway, you've got D-ring there as well, which you could attach keys to, or whatever you like, really. You know, you could do, if you had a, you know, a clay, you could attach that as well. Excuse the little specks. There's a few little wax specks in here. I need to get those out. I basically, to make sure my zip was all nice and smooth and buttery, I did run some wax over it and then smooth the zips over it. So there's just a little bit of residue that's come out from that, but that will just fall out. It's just a tiny bit. It's like having little crummies. So that is that. The other thing, if you zip the zip up, one of the nice details I like about this bag, and they've maintained this from the new one as well, I believe, is that you've got this nice Vachetta leather strip here. So I do think that obviously on both sides, I do with the stitch in there in yellow, which I do think is a lovely detail. Right, so what did I do to this? I went over the canvas with I used one wet wipe for all of this. I used one wet wipe all over the canvas. I mean, a little bit of dirt came off, not a lot, but I just wanted to give her a little freshen up. As I said, I then cleaned up all of the hardware, and I'll insert a before and after picture so you can see the difference. I mean, it didn't look bad, it was just a little bit tarnished. There is some pitting to the hardware, as you can see here. There is like a little bit of pitting. I've brought it up as best I could, so it's nice and shiny. But there's only so much you can do. I mean, you know, I could send this off to LV and get it all replaced, but it's really not worth it. You know, overall it looks nice and shiny and lovely. And it's a nice lightweight bag as well. I think it's going to hold a fair bit. Certainly my brolly and my sunnies would go in, so that's good. And yeah, full-size wallet. You know, I think you can get in here absolutely everything you could need for daily essentials without it being too big. So yeah, so I polished up the hardware and got that all nice and clean. I then set to the Vachetta leather. Now it wasn't bad, but I had, and there's still a very slight difference between the two of them, and I didn't take a before photo. I should have done, but I was just so excited. It's almost like a form of meditation to me to clean, to sort of get a pre-loved bag and do it up. But basically I had one bag, one handle, sorry, one bag. Yes, it's one bag. I had one handle that was kind of like similar looking to how it is now. Quite smooth. I think it was this one. It's got a bit more of a shine to it, a bit more of patina has developed over time, and it was a little bit darker. The other handle was lighter but dirty. And really quite, I mean, I say dirty, I don't mean like, oh my god, it's filthy. I mean, it was just from, you know, just from use, just from holding it, you know, it wasn't like filthy, but they didn't match. That's what bothered me more, the fact they didn't match. So I used some saddle soap and a magic eraser, very gently. You don't want to overdo it. If you overdo it, the leather will crack, you've ruined it. So I very gently just cleaned it up, and to be fair, the dirt seemed to, like, I don't think it was got that impregnated into the leather. The dirt came off really nice and easily. I then went over it with a soft cloth with a little bit more saddle soap, again with keeping this completely dry. I don't want to wet it first. I did that on all of the Vachetta leather, except for the bit inside the zip, so I didn't think that needed it, and it looked awkward, and I thought I'm just going to end up getting the material messy when it doesn't even look bad, so what's the point? But yeah, certainly even all of this, all of it just had a little, and that's just a very quick once over, really quick clean, just to get the dirt off, just to even it out. And then once I'd done that, I went over it with some lotion, with some like oil infused lotion, just like an aloe vera leather, proper leather conditioner, just to put any moisture that I'd taken out through the cleaning process, to put that back in. So I let it dry after the saddle soap and then just put that back in, and it's got a bit of a sheen back to it already. I mean, look at those handles. I honestly can't tell you how pleased I am with the result. I am just super, super happy. Now also this bag has got the same zips as the KEEPALL, in that they just flop over there, so you could put a padlock in. Now this didn't come with a padlock, but I do have a Louis Vuitton padlock that came with my KEEPALL that I also polished up. So I could just, I'm assuming it will fit. Not tried it. I'm assuming that would just go through. Would that go through? Oh, maybe not. It looks a little... Oh, it will. It will. Slightly awkward to get it through just because of the lip. So you can see there that you can just put that through. I haven't bothered to lock it, but you can just put that through, and that means that both the zips are stuck together. Now in reality, when am I ever going to do that? I'm not, I just thought I'd show you guys. So that's it. Now, styling wise, got my multi-pochette accessoire here, because one of the things I bought to go with this was Vachetta straps. So there's a little one there, I'm not going to use that, but I have this one here. Now obviously you can see this is the difference between new, even though it's not new, but I bought this new from Louis Vuitton myself, new Vachetta, aged Vachetta. But I actually prefer this to this. I don't actually like brand new Vachetta that much. I don't like the whiteness of it. I feel this sort of like honey colour is my favourite. I don't like it when it's really dark, but I think that it's a lovely feature of the leather as it ages, and I think that this kind of colour just really complements the monogram lovely. I think it just brings out the LV. It's all down to personal taste. I know some people watching will be like, oh my god, what's, you know, look at the Vachetta. It's aged. Yeah, it does. So let's just try I think the strap I've got with my Nano Speed is a little bit thicker actually, that might work better, but you can see we have got a strap there, so I will show you what that looks like on as well. No idea what the height's like, but it is an adjustable strap, but you can see it's attached lovely on those rings there. Okay, so I've got the Ellipse on crossbody, so you can see it here. It's alright. It's not how I intend to wear it, but it's quite nice to have it as an alternative if you're doing something and then just want to be hands-free with that nice buttery zip there. So that's quite good. You could also, if you wanted to, have it just on the shoulder like that, and you could obviously then just let the strap flop down and just then use it in the crook of your arm. So why did I buy this? I just kept seeing them on Instagram, seeing the new one in store. I was sort of like, last time I was in the store with Estee Lauder, there was a new one on the shelf and I was just walking past. I do think it's a slightly Marmite bag, you love it or you hate it. My husband's not too keen, but as he said, and rightly said, we agreed on this one, the main thing is that you like it. And I do. I think it's, you know, being the monogram, I think that it's a casual bag. I think given that I got this for a good price, well, £680, so not cheap, but I wanted one in good condition. I like buying pre-loved, but I'm not good at buying not in good condition pre-loved. That's just me. Nothing against those that are happy to have a scrappier bag. I just like things as perfect as possible. If something's perfect, brilliant. If not, if it can be as close to perfect as possible, then great. There's just very mild signs of wear on this. The inside is immaculate. You know, no smells, no stains, not even a little pen leak, nothing. So that for me is good. There's no cracks to the canvas anywhere. Now that I've got the Vachetta up and looking good, it's brilliant. The hardware is nice and shiny. So this is, you know, really, for its age as well, like I say from 2006, is really good. I think that the bag is almost like feminine casual, feminine sporty, if that makes sense. You know, I'm just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, I'm not doing it much today. And I think it goes with this outfit. It wasn't planned. But I think also this is a type of bag that looks lovely dressed more elegantly, that looks lovely with almost like a little summer dress. I just think you can really style this, you know, a number of ways. There's not too much going on. So I think the novelty is all in the shape of the bag. But it's also, I think, one of those Louis Vuitton heritage bags. You know, there's no doubt, even if it wasn't monogram and it was just this shape, to me, there's no doubt that this is Louis Vuitton. It reminds me somewhat of the Alma. I don't own an Alma, I couldn't quite get on with it. In terms of wearing this crossbody as well, it's nice to have that option. I think that it doesn't sit too badly against the body. When I've tried on, not the Nano Speedy, but when I've tried on like a Speedy 20 even, I just found like I felt like it was too bulky. I felt like it was just sat on my body slightly awkwardly. I felt that this looked, because of it going in more, I felt that this just looked a bit more sleek and close against the body. And like I say, nothing against other people that wear Speedies crossbody at all. I think it looks great. I just didn't get on with it when I tried one on like that. I'm just saying the leather was beautiful, but I bought the Nano Speedy instead, so I was happy. So yeah, this is my new to me bag. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You know, is this an ugly bag to you? Is it just weird looking? Or do you think it's beautiful? Or do you think it's got that great LV heritage? Yeah, it's an unusual one for me, definitely. But I have to say these handles are just so soft now. Anyway, that's it from me. Do take care everybody, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye.